各位听众您好，这里是 iGo News， 欢迎收听美国晚间新闻会诊，孔雀台观点。
Hello there, this is iGo News. Welcome to our U.S. nightly news summary from a Peacock Channel perspective.
大家晚上好。
Good evening, everyone.
在一场激烈而历史性的竞选后，2024年总统选举已经结束。
After an intense and historic race, the 2024 presidential election has come to an end.
美国副总统贺锦丽在一次电话中正式向当选总统唐纳德·特朗普承认失利，随后在他的母校华盛顿特区发表了一场强有力的演讲。
Kamala Harris, Vice President of the United States, has formally conceded to President-elect Donald Trump in a phone call, later following up with a powerful speech at her alma mater in Washington, D.C.
与此同时，特朗普在佛罗里达州与支持者庆祝，选举地图巩固了他通往270票的道路。
Trump, meanwhile, celebrated with supporters in Florida as the electoral map solidified his path to 270 votes.
他在经历4年动荡后重新夺回总统职位，并以一个赢得关键摇摆州选民的胜利信息成功拆解了民主党的蓝墙。
He has reclaimed the presidency after 4 turbulent years, with a winning message that reached voters in key battleground states, successfully dismantling the Democratic blue wall.
贺锦丽的竞选活动试图在拜登总统的政策基础上发展，但最终面临几个战略挑战。他的承认演讲中包括了继续为他所倡导的价值观而奋斗的承诺。
Harris's campaign, which had sought to build on President Biden's policies, ultimately faced several strategic challenges, and her concession speech included a commitment to continue fighting for the values she championed.
在他的演讲中，贺锦丽呼吁美国人信任选举结果，并保证尽管面临重大挫折，权力的平稳过渡将会实现。
In her address, Harris urged Americans to trust in the election results, assuring a smooth transition of power despite the significant setback.
当他承认国家的选择时，他也提醒他的支持者，未来仍有许多工作要做。
As she acknowledged the nation's choice, she also reminded her supporters of the work that still lies ahead.
这场竞选受到选民结构变化的影响，唐纳德·特朗普扩大了他的联盟，包括更多的拉丁裔选民和工人阶级成员。
This race has been shaped by a changing electorate, with Donald Trump expanding his coalition to include more Latino voters and members of the working class.
特别是他对关心经济和移民的选民的吸引力在广泛的人口范围内获得了强烈支持。
In particular, his appeal to voters concerned about the economy and immigration led to strong support across a broad demographic range.
在他的承认中，贺锦丽指出，虽然他将卸任，但他仍然致力于推动促进他竞选的事业，这表明民主党将继续努力解决国家面临的问题。
Harris, in her concession, noted that while she is stepping down, she remains committed to the causes that fueled her campaign, an indication of continued Democratic efforts to address issues facing the nation.
我们的扩展报道从竞选分析师的报告开始，指出副总统贺锦丽在他的承认电话中祝贺当选总统特朗普，并向他保证他将支持确保平稳有序的权力过渡。
Our expanded coverage begins with reports from campaign analysts indicating that Vice President Harris, in her concession call, congratulated President-elect Trump and assured him of her support in ensuring a peaceful and organized transition.
特朗普的连任被他的支持者誉为一次惊人的政治回归，成为美国政治历史上最重要的运动之一。
Trump's re-election, hailed by his supporters as a remarkable political comeback, comes as one of the most significant movements in American political history.
虽然一些州的选票仍在计算中，但特朗普的胜利之路似乎清晰可见，特别是在佛罗里达、宾夕法尼亚和密歇根等摇摆地区。这些地区共同代表了他获胜联盟的核心。
Though votes continue to be counted in some states, Trump's path to victory seems clear, especially in battleground areas like Florida, Pennsylvania, and Michigan, which together represent the core of his winning coalition.
鉴于他在这次选举前面临的众多挑战，特朗普的胜利更显得非凡。
Trump's victory is even more remarkable given the numerous challenges he faced leading up to this election.
他在1月6日的行动和持续的法律斗争造成了重大障碍，但他在经济复苏和保护美国边界的竞选信息却引起了强烈共鸣。特朗普的议程可能会集中在移民改革、扩大驱逐出境计划以及旨在刺激就业增长和保护美国产业的经济政策上。
Trump's agenda will likely focus on immigration reform, an expansive deportation program, and economic policies aimed at stimulating job growth and protecting American industries.
特朗普通往白宫的道路反映了他作为政治人物的演变，以及他重塑美国选民的能力。
Trump's path to the White House reflects his evolution as a political figure and his ability to reshape the American electorate.
通过在佛罗里达和德克萨斯的拉丁裔社区取得重大胜利，他展示了其经济增长和国家安全平台的吸引力。
By securing significant wins in key voting blocs, such as the Latino communities in Florida and Texas, he demonstrated the appeal of his platform on economic growth and national security.
例如，在迈阿密、戴德县，他成功的以12个百分点的优势翻转了一个以西班牙裔为主的地区，凸显了他信息的力量。
In Miami-Dade County, for example, he managed to flip a majority Hispanic area by a 12-point margin, underscoring the strength of his message.
他在宾夕法尼亚等摇摆州的胜利，也显示了他在工人阶级选民中的支持深度。这些选民已成为他联盟的基石。
His victories in battleground states such as Pennsylvania also reveal the depth of his support among working-class voters who have become a cornerstone of his coalition.
随着特朗普政府为第二任期做准备，早期报道显示他将推进一项激进的政策议程。
As the Trump administration prepares for a second term, early reports suggest it will pursue an aggressive policy agenda.
他的竞选承诺将是美国历史上最广泛的驱逐出境计划，并计划对联邦政府的做法进行彻底改革。
His campaign promises the most extensive deportation program in American history, and plans to overhaul federal government practices are underway.
特朗普的过渡团队据报道正在面试潜在的内阁成员，可能包括他第一任期的回归成员和与他议程一致的新盟友。
Trump's transition team is reportedly interviewing potential candidates for key cabinet positions, likely to include both returning members from his first term and new allies aligned with his agenda.
他的经济平台以减税和放松管制为基础，已经引起金融市场的共鸣，市场在他胜利后出现了激增。
His economic platform, grounded in tax cuts and deregulation, has already resonated with financial markets, which have seen a surge in response to his victory.
对许多美国人来说，他的政策为更有利的经济环境和减少政府对商业运作的干预提供了希望。
For many Americans, his policies offer hope for a more favorable economic climate and reduced government intervention in business operations.
随着民主党面临这一意外失利，党内的反思是不可避免的。
As Democrats face this unexpected defeat, introspection within the party is inevitable.
分析师建议，民主党的做法可能需要演变，以更好地解决选民的优先事项，特别是在经济问题和移民改革方面。
Analysts suggest that the Democratic Party's approach may need to evolve to better address the priorities of voters, especially concerning economic issues and immigration reform.
贺锦丽的竞选活动可能因为能与拜登的政策明确区分而受到损害，可能使那些犹豫不决的选民感到疏远。
Harris's campaign may have suffered from a lack of clear differentiation from Biden's policies, potentially alienating voters who are on the fence.
向前看，民主党可能会重新评估其策略，以更好地与多元选民的价值观和关切对齐。
Moving forward, the Democratic Party is likely to reassess its strategies to better align with the values and concerns of a diverse electorate.
总之，这次选举标志着美国政治的深刻变革。
In sum, this election marks a profound transformation in U.S. politics.
唐纳德·特朗普重返总统职位，加上共和党在国会的增长， 为国家建立了一个新时代。
Donald Trump's return to the presidency, coupled with Republican gains in Congress, establishes a new era for the country.
未来几年将考验他的政府应对国内和国际挑战的能力，并解决国家迫切关注的问题。
The next few years will test his administration's ability to navigate both domestic and international challenges and address the nation's pressing concerns.
随着我们向前迈进，我们将继续致力于为您带来全面的报道，关注这些发展将如何影响美国。
As we move forward, we remain committed to bringing you comprehensive coverage on how these developments will impact the United States.
以上新闻资讯整理自孔雀台，由 iGo News 编辑播报。感谢您的收听，期待与您空中再会。
The above news information is compiled from a Peacock channel and presented by iGo News. Thank you for listening, and we look forward to your continued company on the air.